So today I have two battles because both battles ended up being pretty short, so I just stuck them together. I was looking around seeing if I had any more interesting opponents. First opponent I'm going to be versing is Justin Pig. He happened to be one position above me on the leaderboards, so yeah, he's my first opponent. I'm going to lead out with Thunderous, Landorus, still using my old school team. He leads out with Bishop and Crusadia. I'm going to go get the Intimidate off, which was a mistake because Bishop having that Define ability, I've just gone ahead and raised his attack. But because I put it down 1 and it went up 2, his attack's only gone up 1. So that Bishop's already at +1. He protects the Bishop because at this point it's probably the most valuable. But I just go for the U-turn on the Crusadia. I'm going to switch back and switch into, I think my Kangaskhan it was. And I can see that this Crusadia is in like a Rocky Helmet sort of set. And I'm pretty sure with the Thunderous I went for a Thunderbolt on the Bishop, he protected himself, so that didn't do much. Crusadia decides to Trick Room, so now I know what this guy's game is. He's going to be using speed to his advantage. I'm going to go ahead and Mega Evolve. I'm not going to go for the Fake Out or anything, I'm just going to go straight for the Power Up Punch. I don't even think this, my old school Kangaskhan even had Fake Out, but yeah, anyway. I'm going to Paralyze it. I mean, I am helping it in a way in the Trick Room, but at the same time, there's a good chance that he might miss a turn through the Parahacks. Anyway, he doesn't miss a turn, he doubles into my Thunderous, which is kind of sucks, because Prankster was pretty useful just there. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and, I'm pretty sure use Power Up Punch on his Bishop. So, not only do I carry it, but I managed to get +2 attack. So Kangaskhan's looking pretty boss at the moment. Trick Room's still up, because that thing lost pretty much the whole game. I'm sure this battle here actually was exactly 5 turns, and you know, Trick Room's 5 turns, but anyway. I bring Crusadia in, he brings Charizard in. I go for the Protect, because now I remember this wasn't a Fake Out Kangaskhan, it was a Protect Kangaskhan. He protects the Charizard, which I guess he was trying to scout to see what I was doing, what I was gonna do, but that's a mistake on his half because, well, his Crusadia wastes a Psychic. I go for a Calm Mind, so now my Crusadia is pretty boss. And this turn, I know for a fact he's gonna have to attack with Charizard. He pretty much has no other choice. So I'm assuming that his Charizard's gonna go first because he's probably put no speed into it because of Trick Room. That doesn't matter because +2 Sucker Punch should be enough to take it out. If not, I highly doubt. I'm pretty sure this Kangaskhan was EV'd to live an overheat in the sun, but Sucker Punch did its job. That Charizard's pretty much dead. And his Crusadia here, oh sorry, that was my Crusadia. My Crusadia goes for an Ice Beam, his one goes for a Psychic. And at this point, he's lost pretty much his 2 attackers, so his last Pokemon's going to be Melodic, and he pretty much is like, nope, you know, I'm done. So he decides to forfeit on me. So that's a shame, but anyway. I also noticed on the same page as the first top 10 GB players, there's a guy called Alex. So he was my next opponent. I confused this for the wrong type of Alex. There was an Alex in 2015 playing VGC also, and his name was Alex Ogoza, something like that. But yeah, I mistaked the wrong kind of Alex. But anyway, when I saw Alex, I just kind of went all out because at this point I didn't know which Alex it was. But this guy managed to come within the top 10. So yeah, this was my next team I started to put together. So I replaced Landorus and Thunderous for Sableye and Sylveon. And on this turn, I protect the Sylveon. I don't go for Fake Out, I just go straight for the Will-O-Wisp on the Mamoswine. And I'm pretty sure he doubled into my Sylveon there, but my Sylveon used Protect, so my Sylveon's all good. He goes for, yeah, he doubled into my Sylveon, so he went for the Icicle Crash just there. His Mamoswine's burned, so that's just awesome for me. He's going to go straight out for the Overheat, getting that -2 special attack drop. And looks like he's just trying to get rid of my Sableye before it causes too many problems, so Sableye takes a huge amount of damage. And even though this Mamoswine's burnt, I still think it's enough to KO me. I'm pretty sure it does. Anyway, well, Sylveon gets a free Hyper Voice. This Sylveon, oh, it was a crit, there you go. This Sylveon is a Pixie Plate set. it's not choice specs. So I'm gonna get off a pixel plate hyper voice. I'm also pretty sure this was a Carmine Sylveon. I can't remember what my first variant was, but I think I switched out the Carmine Cresselia for a Carmine Sylveon, which just used to work amazingly. He's going to bring in the Metagross, and I'm just going to go ahead and bring in the Charizard, because I think I got Aegislash in the back, but yeah, I don't think I get to use him this game. His Metagross is going to Mega Evolve, and I kind of predicted him to go for the Charizard, I think. I'm pretty sure he thought the Charizard was flat, because the Sylveon can't really do much to either one of them. Well, he can finish off the thingy, but I'm pretty sure he was expecting the Charizard to attack, so they both went for my Charizard. Infernape used Endeavor, which I never seen in VGC before. Metagross surprisingly uses Iron Head on my Charizard, but obviously Endeavor at that Infernape's amount of health would have put me into red. I go for the Hyper Voice, I kill off the Infernape, get a little bit of damage off on the Metagross. So yeah, Infernape's down, and I'm pretty sure his last was a Hydreigon. Yeah. And yeah, so this turn I just protected the Charizard, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna use the Metagross to attack the Sylveon and the Hydreigon to attack the Charizard. So what I do is I protect the Sylveon, because Sylveon can deal with the Hydreigon, and I don't want Sylveon to die. But I know for a fact he can't one-hit KO my Charizard. My Charizard's been EV'd to live a Draco Meter. So I'm gonna go ahead and protect the Sylveon from the Metagross. And if I can get a Heat Wave off and the Metagross dies, then Sylveon can just easily wipe out the Hydreigon. So as I predicted, I protect the Sylveon. He goes for Iron Head on the Sylveon. He does go for the Draco Meter on my Charizard. This will not be enough to kill me, because Charizard's pretty boss. It's pretty bulky actually. And yeah, I lived that with what I nearly thought was going to be a KO. Like, I thought that was a crit, but nah, I did live it. Heat Wave's going to be enough to kill the Metagross, and now Sylveon is pretty much open for killing this Hydreigon. So once again, next turn, this guy, I'm pretty sure he forfeits as well. He's like, alright, cool. So yeah, that's both my battles for today. Hope you enjoyed, and yeah, stay tuned.